Hey everyone, thanks so much for joining us today. I'm Kim.
And I'm Zach.
And we're from Hungerford Technologies. We want today to be interactive, so make sure to send us your comments or questions. But to do so, you must be logged in on whatever platform you're watching from. Also, if you happen to miss any of our episodes, you can log on to our websites to view our archives.
Sweet. Thanks, Kim. So like we've done for the past couple weeks, every Wednesday at 1, we go live.
16 to be exact.
16. There we go. Exact numbers. We go live because every organization right now has a need for virtual events, virtual meetings, more know-how on how to use these virtual events and meetings. We focus on Webex because that's what we offer. Today, what we're going to be doing is going over polls in our how to get more out of Webex series that we've been doing. So if you want to go ahead and share my screen, we are currently in Webex meetings. So I'm going to be looking at my other screen. It's on the other side. So I apologize to you who's trying to look at me. Pretty normal. You see Ben is not here. You see Kim and myself in the meeting.
Kim with better hair.
Ben with better hair. That's very true. We want to get to polls, though. We want to get back on track and stop laughing. So what we're going to do, right down here, participants chat, we got the 3 little panel options. What we're going to do is go and open up polling. So polling is a great feature that you can use for events. You can use it for your meetings. What it does is exactly what you think it does. You can vote. You can take tallies. You can see what kind of the response of your group or your meeting is. Recently, we've had a lot of board meetings where motions are passed or people are voting on things. And this is a really great way for that to work out. So you can say, do you like ice cream cups or cones? Yes or no. Then you can vote. You can see how many people have voted. You can set a time limit on how long they have to vote. And you can see later on the outcomes of that voting. If you have questions about that, let us know. We're not going to dive into that part today. We're going to kind of just gloss over how it works. You can reach us at info@hungerford.tech or just go to our website, hungerford.tech, and we can answer those for you. But we're just kind of, like I said, going to go over normal polling today. So let's just do kind of like what I said. An easy question of, do you like ice cream in a cup or a bowl, or a cup or a cone? Cup or a bowl are kind of the same thing. So we're going to do multiple choice, single answer. I'm going to create a new question by clicking on the new, and we'll just say ice cream.
Hey, Zach, do you want to show them how you get here into the poll?
Yeah.
If someone's never done it before.
Yeah. So we have a couple different ways to get into it. I forgot the one way, but that's okay because I can show you the other way. Right down here on the bottom, participants, chat, 3 little dots is panel options. What you can do is you can go right to polling, and it pulls that up for you. You know, if you have chat or participants open, it'll look kind of like this. You can minimize what you need to, but like I said, we're going to focus on polling today. I'll keep the participants open so you can see who's there. From here, what we're going to do is click on new, and we're going to make a new question. So what I said like before, cup or bowl. So I'll say ice cream, cup or bowl. And what this is going to do is this is going to make the question. So you'll see a little number 1 next to it, and you'll see the question pop up there. This is something that I want to focus on really quick because I've seen a couple people do this, and I don't want to say it is common, but it is a little bit common for people to just accidentally do this. What they'll say is, okay, let's make a new answer. Yes. Oh, why does it say number 2? Why it says number 2 is because you chose question and a new question. It is a little bit confusing, but once you get the hang of it, it actually makes sense. They want to make sure that you understand, like, hey, you're making a new question or you're adding more answers. So answer, we'll say cup and then we'll hit enter, and then we'll do bowl. So now you have a question. People are able to now answer this question when you open the poll. A couple other things you can do. You can say record individual responses. So if it was more people than just Kim and I, and we had a lot of people in here, and you needed it for bookkeeping, or you needed it for notes for the meeting or a board meeting, you can do that, and you can see who said yes or no. You can also see who voted, who didn't vote, who abstained, anything like that through record individual responses. Options: we can display the timer. You can keep the timer off. You can even say, I want to set a timer for that's 100 minutes. Don't want to do that. 1 minute, or you could do like 0.5 minutes. So we'll do 0.5, pretty quick. We don't want to add any more answers. We don't really want to do anything else. We're just going to open the poll. And then people who join from video systems or video conferencing applications can't view the content you're sharing. If you want your content to be viewed by those people, share your screen. A little bit different, a little bit of a hiccup there for some people, but you can always recommend that, hey, please, if you're going to be voting, use the app, use Webex meetings, use the browser, that kind of a thing. So Kim has already voted. She's a bowl person. That's fine. As the host
as
of the
long
event,
as it's dairy free, because I can't do dairy. So any type of ice cream in a bowl that is
like frozen custard.
I do. They have
Frozen
a lot of
yogurt?
coconut ice creams out,
Okay.
and almond ice cream. A lot of the ice cream shops, shout out, actually have options for people who
Right.
can't do dairy, which is awesome.
Right. I can do dairy, so I usually do that. I'm open to other things though. I'll be honest. So Kim, we'll see the polling status down here actually. So one of the attendees has responded. Kim's a bowl person. Remaining time, no seconds left. It was 30 seconds. Pretty quick, pretty easy. Now, if Kim wants to see the poll results or the individual results, we can show those. I will pull my screen over here, and you can see this shows a little bit more data than what you have available to you. So, it's in my personal room. I'm the host. There's one person. It's Kim. Individual results, what date, what time, how long. And here it is. So the ice cream cup or bowl, Kim answered B. So it tells you exactly who voted for what, not how long they voted, but it gives you an answer. So again, if you are a teacher, if you're in a school setting, you're able to kind of go through and you can quiz people and you can administer tests this way. Now, I know what you're thinking, Zach. Oh, I'll show you this as well. Whenever I choose to edit questions, it says, do you want to save the poll results? No, I don't really care. And then it asks me again for Webex polling. No, I don't really care. Cool. This is kind of inconvenient because this means I have to be in a meeting to set up these polls.
You would probably want to save those if you wanted to save the answer. And it wasn't just a test poll though. So we didn't save them today, but that was because we were showing you how to do it and it was a test scenario. But if you want to retain those answers, you will need to save them.
Yes, exactly. So say we wanted to add more questions. You can definitely add them here while you're in the meeting. That's fine. What we have seen is that people want to be prepared before they go into the meeting. So before they go into their board meeting, before they go into a meeting where a big vote's going to be taking place, you don't necessarily want to just go into this and just hit your answers, hit the questions, make these things how they are. You kind of want to be a little bit prepared. So what Webex has done, and this is kind of a little hidden gem, I will try and point you where to download it. But we have this software called the Webex Poll Questionnaire Editor.
We can link that below after the episode's done too.
We can link that as well. Yeah, that's probably a better option instead of me trying to explain it because it's kind of hidden. But we'll say this. We can say Ronaldo or Messi. They're soccer players. I think Kim has her opinion, and that's fine. I also actually agree with her opinion. So I understand Ronaldo or Messi. Then we can actually create another one, Gatorade or Powerade. Answer all these kinds of things. I have already created one, and I'll upload that here in a second. But as you can tell, it's rinse and repeat. You add an answer, back, make a question, add an answer, another answer. You can even make these multiple choice answers if you want. Add a new question. Let's make that. You can even make them this new multiple choice answers. So this is kind of nice. You could say like, you like blank of the below. My spelling is awful. I haven't really used this keyboard in a while. You could say yes. Oh, let's test. Yes. No. Sometimes. Never. Then you're able to choose different options. You could choose multiple because that's what the multiple answer is. You also see that there's a short answer option. So we can make a new short answer and we can say like, please tell us your first car story. Everybody has a first car story. My first car story was I was given a 1987, I think it was 1987, Chevrolet Chevette. I am 6'3". The Chevette is very small. It was not that great of a car, but it was my first car, so I'll take advantage of it. And then from here, you can say like, I was 6'3". It was my first car. I'm way too big, all that kind of stuff. So as you can tell, we now have 6 questions ready to go. A couple different options. How do you get the things in your poll questionnaire over to your meetings or your event space? That is a great question, Kim. What you're going to end up doing is you're going to save it. I already have one poll saved here, so I'm going to make this one poll 2. It is saved as an ATP file. And what that means, I don't know. But all I know is that it works in meetings and events. And so that's kind of what we're looking forward to here. We want to get rid of this ice cream cup or bowl. So easily enough, there's a delete function where we can just delete all of that. There are no questions in here now. So let's pretend we're getting ready to start a meeting. So let's open it up. Go to poll number 2. Open. Boom. There they all are. Now what we can do is just like before, options, we can say, hey, how much longer? I'm going to give Kim a minute to answer these questions. She should be pretty quick. They should be pretty easy. And what we can do is we can open the poll. I want to record her results because I'm genuinely curious between this, and all of these, which one she chooses. So let's open the poll. Now she is available and able to answer these questions. The cool thing right here, you can see polling status, not started, in progress, finished, remaining time, time limit. So what it tells us is Kim is in progress with the meeting. You can even click on the 3 little dots, see that she is still working on it. You could be able to tell who didn't start it and who finished it. This is nice because if you're in a huge group setting and you're saying, hey, we need 50% participation to get X moved, or we need to get 70% of the votes to go through so that we can move forward with proposal A. Right here is where you can see all that data. Again, it's recorded, so you can see it after it's finished as well, but it's still nice to be like, hey, Kim, I haven't seen that you haven't finished yet. Can you please vote? Can you please vote Zach? Can you please vote Ben, Matt, Joe? You can call people out and tell them, hey, we need these votes to come through so that we can get them done. But hey, look, Kim finished. There was 2 seconds left. Cool. So obviously Ronaldo, come on. Gatorade or Powerade? She voted for Gatorade. Which one do you like more? Oh, perfect. That one. Please tell us your first car story. Doesn't look like she answered it, but you know what? That's okay. We can double check. So I'm going to share with attendees the poll results and the individual results. It'll again pop up on my screen, and I can bring those over to here. Now, what you can see is that, I'm sharing something else. I don't know what happened. Kim went through and answered a lot of these questions. It also tells you what happened. Kim did answer that her first car was a 2004 black Ford Focus. Black Taurus. Oh.
Yes.
Nice. All right. So it gives you a lot of options. Once again, number of attendees was 1. We all recorded the individual results. What percentage of people voted?
You can also choose, Zach, in the settings there, if you want individual results or if you just want to know people's answers. So that's one thing you can do. You have the ability to choose if you want specific answers, but it's also a great way to do anonymous feedback. Like, hey, do you think we're spending too long on XYZ topic? What topic do you want me to talk about next? If you're just having a staff meeting or, it doesn't necessarily have to be used for a testing feature. You can kind of gauge the participants, see how they're feeling, what they want to hear from you.
Yeah, exactly. And so, once you go through, you can create a new poll, and I'll show you where it says, do you want to save these poll questions? I do this time. I'll say yes. And what it'll give you is it'll say like, hey, you can put these poll questions somewhere on your computer. I'll go to desktop. I'll save it there. Now I can go back and look at those and say, Kim, your 2004 Taurus. Like, let's talk about that. I owned a Ford
It was
Taurus
a
one
beast.
time.
It was super cool. And then I had my 2001 Honda Civic. I had that for a very long time. A lot of the people at HT will remember that car. So.
Oh man, those are good cars, honestly.
It rode to 200,000 plus thousand miles. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. All right. I didn't show this before, but just like in the poll editor, you can actually change what kind of type your questions can be. You can say multiple answer, short answer. Like I said, to kind of wrap it up, I would use the polling feature inside meetings and events if it's kind of an impromptu poll. If you're impromptu saying like, hey, where should we get lunch? Or something like Kim said, hey, it's a short staff meeting. Let's talk about XYZ, ABC. Let's vote on those. But if you're kind of preparing a larger event where you need to be more prepared, board meeting, large after hours event, a large get together of coworkers, prepare them ahead of time. Like we said, we'll link that polling software below this video so you can download that. But I think that's about covering polls for today. It's pretty easy, but like we said, if you have any questions, reach out to us. We'd be more than happy to kind of walk you through it, give you training on it, anything like that. Kim, do you have anything else to cover? Talk about?
No, I think you hit everything really, really well. As always, you have questions, reach out to us. There's a lot of different ways that you can use this. Like Zach said, if you know that you want specific polling questions, it's so much easier to just use the software, create it, and bring up the poll the way he showed us the second way through. But if you decide midway through your meeting that you want to use it, there's options for that too. So
there we go.
Thanks, Zach. You did an awesome job today.
Thank you. So as always, if you're looking for a full feature, free trial of Webex, or if you're a current Webex customer, please reach out to us, info@hungerford.tech or hungerford.tech for our website. Thank you for joining us today. We appreciate it. All of us here at Hungerford Technologies, thank you for stopping by, and we'll see you next week. Have a good one.
Bye, guys.